Howdy folks, and welcome to today's episode. A little bit different today. We're going to be looking at where we've come from again. We did this at the end of last season as well. It's never a bad idea to look at where we've been and see how we're progressing. So where we've progressed to at the moment, we are in the Sportsbet Western Premier League now. So again, one more promotion. Looks like we will be in the Tim Cahill FFA, the Johnny Warren and the Coca-Cola Central West Cup. So there's a lot of competitions that we're going to be competing in this year, which will give our players plenty of opportunity. But let's go back to where it all began. So we started in the Northern Territory Premiership back in the 22-23 season. So there we go. Alpurrulam got promoted the year after us, Galawinku the year after that, and then the Tiwi Islands got promoted last year. All teams that we had some sort of relationship with and played against. Okay, so sadly, Alpurrulam have actually dropped it back down, which is very sad to see. Kalkatjara are still here, which is sad for them as well. They were very close to promotion at one point. But yeah, Alpurrulam, that's disappointing to see them still there. So Tiwi Islands got promoted, and Mindle Aces, who I believe actually dropped down into that competition, have actually gone back up again. But great to see Tiwi Islands moving forward. If you remember, that's where we got brutalised from, was from the Tiwi Islands. So yeah, good to see. Award winners. Dick Splash was our original award winner in 22-23. Sandu from Galawinku won it 2 years running, and then Christy Rogers, who I have no idea is from Kalkatjara there. So in our second season, we won the Foodland Central Championship. Okay, interesting to see. Metro Stars won it the year before us, so they actually got promoted into the division above us before we got there, and we've only just gone up together. So FKB grade went up last year, and then Kangaroo Island managed to get out this year. This season just finished. Adelaide River is still there. Alice Springs Uluru, another team that we played against in the Northern Territory Premiership, I believe. Galawinku was still there. Larapinta was another team that we played against in the Northern Territory Premiership. Mindle Aces are there as well, and then Tiwi Islands, but obviously nothing's happened yet in that season. So let's have a look at the competition from last year. And Kangaroo Island got promoted, and Yalara as well got promoted there. Looking at other sides there, Galawinku finished a credible 6th. Alice Springs Uluru finished a 4th there. Adelaide River 8th. So yeah, they're struggling to get promoted again. Adelaide, they lost the Golden Greek George Fakakakis, so he was a big part of their side, and there was a guy called Babok who was really good for them as well. Award winners, let's have a look. In the year that we won, Pierced Off was our award winner, and then they've had Callum Clemek there last year, and then Snowtown had Alex Jacob there. And we went into the Foodland Central West Premiership, and again Metro Stars came up there. They were there before us, and then Canning City were the team that got promoted this year. So Canning City did very well there. Port Pirie ended up going up, the second team. FKB grade once more, the bridesmaids that couldn't actually get the promotion. But a very strong side, FKB grade. I wouldn't be surprised if they're up in the next one. Bad news for Indigenous All-Stars being relegated. We actually were playing in their stadium for a little while this year. So the year we won, Ray Gunn was the player of the year, and it was Canning City's Patrick Dolegal getting the award. Interesting to see Callum Clemek, who was actually award winner from last year, being 3rd this year. So yeah, interesting. Which brings us to this year, where we were the side to get promoted into the next level of competition. So that was good to see. Awards. Pete Zadagas was our player of the year this year. Pierced Off and Ray Gunn. So we actually did the trifecta this year with the players. Those stats are good. 27 appearances, 18 goals, 10 assists. Pierced Off, 22 appearances, 20 goals, 7 assists, and yeah, look at those average ratings are very close together. And then obviously Ray Gunn there, 22 appearances, 15 goals, 7 assists, 7.70. So I think we dominated that competition. I think we won it by 18 points in the end. So it was us, 18 points there. Up you do Metro Stars. So Metro Stars have actually had a pretty meteoric rise as well. Actually seen their progress through the last few years, because they've been the ones winning the competitions before us. So looking at the lay of the land with the clubs, look at this. Dick Splash Splash is now a legendary manager. Our icons, Pissed Off, Bill Wilkins, Harry Dixon Balls, Hot Boy, Brutalize, and Pete Zalagas. And then our favourite personnel, Ray Gunn and Eric Shen there. So yeah, good to see. Best 11, let's have a look at our best 11. Fisher, Giorgio, Schumer Fat, Ben Alcazar, Wet Farts, Eric Shen, Harry Dixon Balls, Phil Zars, Bill Wilkins, Dick Splash, and the boy that can't be named there. Also with Dick Meister there, that's good to see him as sort of a reserve there, because he has left us now and probably didn't get a lot of game time last year. He was really called on as a last minute reserve when we had a bit of a crisis towards the end of the season. Goldschmeckle's there, Queefer's there, Wayne Kerr's there, Brutalizer's there, Barry Bannerman is there, and Zalagas is also there. So what we're going to do now, we're going to do our Where Are They Now? Wayne Kerr is now at Western United. He's played 41 games for them with 3 goals. Played with the Melbourne Knights, 48 appearances for 7 goals, and with us he was 33 appearances for 16 goals. Now we know Dick Meister, 36 games for us initially, and then he was loaned back to us, so 3 more games. So 39 appearances, 57 goals conceded. Sort of fell down the pecking order a little bit there. So Alexander Fisher, he's still with us. 94 appearances conceded, 129 in his career, but still the best rated keeper at the club at the moment. We do have another keeper coming in, so hopefully that will just bolster our ranks a little bit there. So Ben Alcazar, still with us, 51 appearances, 11 goals there. He is joining Central Coast Mariners on the 1st of July, so yeah, that's something that we will be losing his services very soon. Regis, important player and still can improve. 17 appearances initially for us, played with Bengal for 21 appearances and returned to us, 41 appearances since he's returned. So what's that, 58 all up for us, 16 goals. Barry Bannerman, a one club player. He's actually our most capped player, 95 appearances, only 3 goals. Pete Zalagas, 34 appearances for us with 25 goals there. He is our best player in that position on the right, but he's been playing as a striker. Harry Dixon Balls is playing for Manchester City. Has not had any appearances for them yet. Makes me wonder whether he'll actually be in their first team plans or playing in the reserve somewhere. Played 31 times for us with 33 goals, 35 times for Melbourne City with 6 goals, but is making good progression there. Look at that worth, 77 million to 131 million there, and he's on 70k per week. So yeah, that's almost what I earn in a year. Anyway, moving on. So that's Harry. Wet Farts is still at PSG. I love that photo. Perfect. And he's played only for the PSG 2 side there, 38 appearances with 1 goal there. All in all, he played 33 appearances initially with us and then another 27. So 60 appearances for us all up. Was a very important player for us. 240k to 700k's contract's worth. Yeah, I'd love to sign him, but we can't afford that sort of money. We can't pay 19k a week for a player. Just not in our cards, unfortunately. But yeah, good to see. So he's potentially a 5-star player, so it's just a matter of where he would end up. Dick Splash! So he did do his loan back to Rodez, and by the end of the season he ended up getting back to Nice, but no goals there. Only 2 goals for Rodez as well. He's had 8 caps for his country with 4 goals, so that's good to see. Phil's ass has gone to Olympique Lyonnais. He's had 13 appearances with 1 goal for them. Had a pretty decent run, actually. 31 appearances for us for 16 goals. Only 2 for Bulls Academy, and then he was straight into their first side there. 47 appearances for 11 goals. So he's a player that's actually making really good progress. He's only 19 too, so already 16 caps for his country with 3 goals. Very impressive, Phil. Levi Goldschmeckle is at Atalanta. But he played 44 games for us, 20 games for Hapoel, and then I don't even know how to pronounce that one, and he's only had the 1 game for Atalanta. Bill Wilkins is at Preston North End. He's actually on 7k a week, not too bad. His numbers, he played 51 times for us for 32 goals, and then you've got 35 appearances for Stockport, and then 4 for Preston with a goal less. He is on the rise. He hasn't had any caps all youth caps for his country there. Eric Shen, he's going to turn out for Adelaide United. He's had one game for them after having 71 for us. Brutalise, 40 appearances for us with 41 goals, and he's played 11 games for Newcastle Jets with 1 goal at the moment. Making good progress there. He's on 5k a week, but they've actually locked him until 2029, so he'll be very happy with that. He's played 18 caps for his country with 3 goals. The boy that can't be named, 49 games for us, 91 goals. Really good conversion rate that is. And then you've got the Gold Coast Knights. He had 63 appearances there with 14 goals. And Chuma Fat, Avondale, he's only had 3 appearances for them, 59 for us. He's on 1k a week there. He's actually signed on the dotted line with Avondale until 2028 as a squad player. Giorgio went to Bowes Frigdy. Remember, Bowes Frigdy were the team that beat us in the Tim Cahill Cup last season. Had 75 appearances for us with 13 goals. We actually pinched him from Adelaide River before he could even make an appearance there. He's played 17 games for Bowes Frigdy with 2 goals there. So that about does it for our wrap up. It's really good to see where we've come from, see some of the team's progressions that we've come against over the years, and looking forward to actually starting season 5 and getting into it and seeing how well we can do this year. Hopefully more competition makes it a little bit harder for us, because the last few years have been a little bit of a canter, but obviously we're trying to get to the A-League as quickly as we can. Anyway guys, thank you for watching today, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.